Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Mule Plus Data Plus AI series. In this episode, we'll mainly learn how to get your Mule APIs ready for AI integrations, and we'll also learn how to import them in your Salesforce org without writing a single line of code. I'm Akshita Sawant, Senior Developer Advocate at Salesforce, and with that, let's get started. So, here are three key things that you need to remember when you're building your Mule APIs for AI integrations. Firstly, ensure that you're building your REST API with the help of OS specification. Traditionally, we have been building using RAML, but make sure you're switching it to OS. You can also convert your existing APIs to Open API specification, or if you're building a new API, make sure you're building it using OS specification because then it gets easier to import into Salesforce ecosystem. Second, make sure that your APIs are discoverable. You need to publish your APIs on Exchange, make them discoverable so that they can be easily imported in your Salesforce org. And third, make sure your APIs are HTTPS enabled. So by default, if you're deploying on Cloud Hub, they will be HTTPS enabled. But if you're deploying on-premise or any other private network, just make sure that they are HTTPS enabled and secured. And that's pretty much it. So now we'll see how do we import your Mule APIs or basically any other non-Mule API as well into Salesforce ecosystem without writing a single line of code. So let's get started. Okay, so what you see here is Anypoint Platform, MuleSoft's iPaaS tool for managing your entire API lifecycle. You can also create your free trial account using anypoint.mulesoft.com or 30 days free trial account and try it out. So what I've done here is I've already created a REST API using OS specification. I've also published this API on Exchange. And further, I have also created a Mule application that I have deployed on Cloud Hub. If you want to learn how to deploy a Mule application on Cloud Hub, I'll send a link here. So I've already logged into my Salesforce account and we'll see how to import Mule or non-Mule API with the help of external services. But before getting there, we'll first create a name credential to register our Mule endpoint. I'll go ahead and create a label as Rewards API, the name, and also the URL. This is basically the URL where my application is hosted, and here I have used the Cloud Hub URL from the Runtime Manager. I'll go ahead and click Save. And yes, we have created a name credential. Further, we'll go ahead and import Mule API with the help of external services. So let's go into external services from Setup. So let's go ahead and add an external service. Click on Add an external service. And here you can see two options to select your API source. First, if it's a non-Mule API. And second, if it's a Mule application. Let us go ahead and select the second option. Click on Next and confirm. Once it is done, log in into your MuleSoft's Anypoint Platform account. If you're using a trial account, go ahead and select the US Cloud, no matter where you are currently based, and log in into your MuleSoft account. Once you have logged in into MuleSoft's Anypoint Platform account, you can go ahead and click Import to import your Mule APIs. Here you'll see a list of all the APIs that are published on Anypoint Exchange and also several versions. I'll go ahead and select Coral Cloud Rewards API and the latest version. Click Next. You can give it a name. Coral Cloud Reward API. I'll keep the description as it is, and we'll also select the name credentials that we have just created, that is Rewards API. Further, you'll go ahead and click Save and Next. You'll see list of operations, description, input parameter, output parameters. Basically, the list of operations are the methods that we have created while creating a REST API. You can select all the operations that apply. Here I'll be selecting all the operations. I'll click Finish. And it's done. You have imported your MuleSoft API as an external service into Salesforce. Also, Apex classes are created by default and you can access them. You can further go ahead and extend this Mule services with the help of Flow or with the help of Apex. I'm listing down a few resources that might be actually helpful while you're importing your first Mule API with the help of external service or while you're building your Mule API for AI integrations. Do check out the other videos from this playlist and make sure to like and subscribe the channel if you found it helpful. Thank you so much for watching.